Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I realized my mic was not muted. You probably heard a lot of clicking and clacking during that whole situation there. But we are ready to start another NGS match here. We've got First Pick Nova versus Subject to Change here in Division B West. And with me tonight for this match is my co-caster, SummerAshe. SummerAshe, how are you doing?
Having a good day.
Awesome. Very nice. I'm very excited to have you with me to co-cast this. We're going to get right in here as we go and see, check out what's going to be up for this fight here. Subject to Change is returning to B West here, but First Pick Nova is actually a Division III Chair League champion as well as a hero to the dorm team. So we're going to see a lot. I'm expecting some good things from both these teams. A few things to watch out for. Subject to Change has a new member, Shadow Reaper. I don't think they're playing tonight, so I think they're just a sub. So it's really the same lineup as we saw last time. And in an interview, First Pick Nova said that Jet has been very aggro in the past, and he's sort of learned to tone it back down. So we're going to see how well his aggression works out for their comp tonight. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it here. I'm going to go ahead and get an extra ready signal here, and we're going to get right into this draft. We are going into Infernal Shrines. This is... excuse me, this is First Pick Nova's map pick, so Subject to Change gets the first pick here. SummerAshe, what do you think of the first ban here? What do you think our priority is going to look like here?
Well, this is a map that I've seen a lot of NGS teams especially prioritize. There's a lot of different playstyles that people take. I've seen very aggressive comps recently with stuff like Diablo, Medivh, not Medivh, Maiev.
Yeah.
And just a lot of wombos, a lot of shrine control. And people looking at taking the fight to their enemy.
Yeah, we saw just next my last cast. We had a excuse me, Real Ultimate Mosh Pit pick Maiev and with Diablo, Sonya Leap, and it was just like everybody hit R at the same time and everybody just died. It was absolutely insane.
A lot of teams that I've seen in Division A are using that strategy quite effectively.
Mm-hmm. I'm really waiting on this ban. I have to assume this is like, what do we ban here that isn't Phoenix so that the other team can ban Phoenix? And it's going to be Hanzo.
A lot of times that first ban is between Maiev and Hanzo, and of course the Phoenix ban to respond.
Yeah, I would not be surprised to see a excuse me, a Maiev pickup here. First Pick Nova memeing on their name here in chat. We're going to see what they pick up here first. I mean, Garrosh is always a possibility. Medivh, I mean, I've definitely seen him around, but maybe not on this map. Maybe not be quite as popular anymore.
At least from what I've seen so far in Division A, where I've been playing, there's been a lot of priority on Stukov, on Greymane, both very versatile heroes. Yeah. Especially on this point where both camps and zone control are very important.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You know, you could expect to see some Stukovs and such here, but really it's just a question of, you know, with the Phoenix sort of adds like, it basically like deletes a ban almost.
Yeah. Well, like when Maya was first released.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's been, and Diablo being picked up first. Really want that APOC control there for the shrines.
Yeah, Diablo is a very prioritized warrior. It also takes that away if First Pick Nova wants to take Maiev. It takes away that combo piece from them.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a very good pick.
Yeah, I like that here too. What have you seen anything specific in countering the Maiev?
In terms of countering, really you want a lot of CC available. Mm-hmm. Like, and of course you want enough so you can bait out Vault, then layer the CC, then get the follow-up damage. But a lot of it is just timing it during her engage. If she is able to engage with the team hard enough, it's very, very difficult to counter.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm really waiting here on this last pick here. The Diablo pick sort of flummoxed them, I think.
Well, it is a very good pick on this map,
yeah.
And in the current meta, it's not something you usually see first.
Mm-hmm. They're going to grab the Blaze. Yeah, Blaze bunker very good against like a Warden's Cage Diablo APOC, but they don't go for the Maiev, and they're saying let it through.
So, as Maiev is still up for both teams, they might not have someone who's comfortable playing Maiev, which is perfectly understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's basically been permabanned in draft modes since release.
Oh, absolutely. It's very difficult to practice her when nobody wants to play against her. I have to imagine there's not too many like killer Phoenix players out there now either.
Right.
So we're going to see what they grab here. Really think about this turn here is a very difficult moment in the draft because you're going to have 4 heroes go by before you get to pick again. So we're going to see if they want to follow through in the Maiev pick or if they want to maybe go for something else. I like the Stukov pick here too because Stukov is going to would work very well with Diablo. I'm going to go for the Junkrat and the Maiev. In fact, there it is. So we're going to have a nice Riptire there to combo off of Maiev pulls.
Yeah, the Maiev pulls into Warden's Cage with APOC and all the AoE damage that Junkrat brings. They definitely have a lot of control over their combo. And Junkrat additionally gives you very good Shrine Clear, where all of his AoE damage can take down a lot of Guardians at once.
Yeah, I really like Junkrat lately. Junkrat seems to be picked where you ordinarily might see a Chromie, especially for that poke damage, but it's more of a sustained damage. And I think a little bit safer pick as well. Malfurion banned out here on the side of first pick Nova. Not a surprise. Really, you get the Stukov, and then if Malfurion gets through to the next ban phase, you ban that out as well, denying the opponent the top tier healers in the game at the moment.
Yeah, so that really chokes out a lot of the support picks that Subject to Change is going to want.
Mm-hmm.
We might see Uther,
yep,
even Rhaegar, if they feel like they need a cleanse.
Interesting, had the Kael'thas ban here. Kael'thas could be a problem with Maiev having to, pull everybody together, having to sort of work alongside of Diablo as well. So it's a decent ban, I think, coming from them.
Yeah, the AoE damage that he offers is definitely a threat, but also he's a mage with very strong damage, but also a CC option on his E. So he can kind of shut down engages, he can shut down dives onto him. And they're going to opt for Jaina instead, whose CC is mostly slows.
Yeah, so Tychus coming out here too to help chunk that Diablo down. He's going to be a pain if Diablo stands in his face for too long. Also the Odin, I think, really the key here. Odin's very, very good at the both sieging and anti-sieging with the objective like the Punisher.
Yeah, it also does very well at controlling the objective during the time when both teams are capturing. But Tychus also can shut down a Maev's engage by just getting her very, very low, very, very fast, and threatening her in a way where she may have to turn around before she even gets onto the enemy team.
Yeah, bigger they are could be a real issue here from Tychus. Tychus just chunks somebody down very, very quickly, down to 40%, and Jaina is there for the finisher.
Yeah, the burst damage that comes out from Jaina could very well be the doom of Maiev.
Yeah. You get the Warden's Cage down there. Jaina throws all her spells into that Warden's Cage, and it's like, who's trapped in here with who?
And Subject to Change, responding to the Tychus pick, I believe, with Alex Raza and Varian. Varian, with his parry, can shut down most of Tychus's damage, and Alex Raza offers Dragon Queen for the point control to counter the Odin.
Yeah, Stukov Malfurion banned out, but Alex Straza available. This is probably Alex Straza's best map. Really good here. Probably going to be very good with the Maiev. They're going to pick up the ETC here. ETC, I think, probably a very good choice for them for tank. Garrosh maybe was an option. Maiev has a lot of... Maiev, Junkrat, and Varian and Alex all have a lot of mobility, so I like the ETC pick here.
Yeah, First Pick Nova definitely has a very anti-dive composition with Blaze, Tychus, and DGC all having good ways to peel or just deny damage.
Yeah.
And that's going against the very strong dive of Subject to Change. And it's going to be a very interesting match, to be sure.
Definitely. And we're going to see how they fare here. Looking at these, looking just at the composition here, who do you give the edge to in this game?
It's hard to say. I think it might be on the side of Subject to Change.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely playing the Diablo Maiev combo, it can be a lot easier than playing against it.
Yeah. And I agree. And like I've definitely seen in the past Maevs played well. If their Maiev player is just on point, it's going to be really hard for the side of First Pick Nova. Speaking of, though, on the side of heaven, we have First Pick Nova themselves with Jet on the Jaina, Mongoose on the ETC, Party Boy Corey on the Tychus, Kix on the Blaze, and Osteel on the Stukov.
On the side of the Burning Hells, we have Math Problem on Diablo, Linehouse on Alexstrasza, Tim A.B. on the Maiev, Multipass on the Varian, and John Concarde on the Junkrat.
All right, we're going to see the clash mid here. Varian's going to immediately start top. It looks like they're using Varian as their soul laner, which I've definitely seen a lot of lately. Against the Blaze, I'm not sure how much he can do as far as like wave code. Looks like Blaze immediately going to be starting. No, just looking for people down here as well. And both teams just kind of trading out wave clear. Maiev throws her teleport out, and look at the level 1 talents here. I don't think we're seeing too much surprises here.
Jaina is opting for Fingers of Frost, so not going for the Q build, but more for the AoE sustained damage.
Yeah,
or as much sustained damage as she's going to get.
Yeah, and I have seen hybrid Q builds as well. Mongoose there using a face melt and pushing some minions away from Jaina Blizzard. Didn't matter, but I just noticed it. But yeah, a lot of Jainas opt for a hybrid build, not going for the range at 1, but going for all the other Q talents.
It's like Subject to Change is getting a head start on the rotations.
Mm-hmm. They're definitely ahead here, even with the Jaina clear, but they're going to opt to take this camp here instead.
Yeah, getting that camp can get them caught back up on the rotations when Subject to Change has to go back to clear it. And if we look at the solo lane at top, it does look like Varian is not having a good time versus this Blaze.
Yeah, Blaze actually getting quite a bit of structure damage here. Multipass having to back up, just does not have the wave clear to go toe-to-toe with this Blaze. And it's not really trying to be aggressive either, just trying to stay back and soak, and Blaze is taking advantage of that up here.
They did definitely sacrifice a lot of the lane phase to take the Varian for their team fight.
Mm-hmm. For sure. They're going to go ahead and push the camp in while First Pick Nova actually opts to do the bottom camp here and take this instead. I'm not sure who's going to have an advantage here. They don't get a whole lot of structure damage with this wave yet, but it's just now here Mongoose is going to have to soak a lot of this damage here instead of the wall.
Yeah, instead of countering the mid push, they opted to take the camp bot, which does mean they can deny it from the other team as well as get a little bit of damage. But they did sacrifice some structure health mid in not denying the push there.
All right, they're going to go ahead and the trend's going to pop in. Maiev threatens the jump in with the E, zones everybody kind of out with that. And that's a scary thing about Maiev. You see that ghost floating towards you. You don't know if they're planning an engage or not.
So something interesting I've noticed, Varian has opted to take Colossus Smash.
Ooh.
So we're going to see a lot of burst damage coming in from Red Team.
Oh, that's exciting. Coming in with the Colossal Smash, Varian gets on the right target with in between Junkrat Riptire and APOC and Warden's Cage. That's going to be big problems for the Varian Colossus Smash target.
Subject to Change taking an early lead on the objective, but First Pick Nova is rotating in on it.
Yeah, Varian not there. Kick's really low on mana. Blaze is going to have a tough time getting, but they do manage to push them off of this point here as, excuse me, the Skeletal Defender count is even up. Oh, excuse me. They're going to pop. Oh, the dragon. Everyone's getting low as the dragon pops. Mav's going to pull everybody in, make sure everybody stays around to party. Varian's going to try and come in for a colossal smash, but manages to smash a minion instead. They don't get any kills. Everybody backs off. They're going to get the Punisher, but they don't get quite the kills that they were looking for. They're going to reset and come back in here, but I don't think they're going to be able to get back on the shrine at all.
Yeah, and with them taking the Punisher, Varian is rotating up to get mid-soak and probably will rotate to get top, and looks like they're pushing with 4, probably hoping to get, at very least, this front wall. Yeah,
it's going to be good for first pick. Nobody got Blaze. He's going to be able to start double soaking, not quite as effectively because he's got a long way to go. And in fact, Jaina's up there clearing waves. They're burning this Punisher down very quickly. They're not able to get onto first pick Nova. Subject to change has to back off. They're not going to even quite get this fort. So a decent Punisher there, able to get the front wall. Mongoose tries to slide in and get the Maya, but misses the power side. And she's going to walk away.
Yeah, a clean disengage from subject to change. Looks like they're rotating to their camp now, perhaps?
Yeah. And I'm interested to see, like, I'm looking at this variant. I want to see what his cooldown is on Colossus Smash. It's only 3 seconds here. I do want to see if it helps him at all in this lane versus the Blaze. Blaze already looking very low up here. Ooh, it's a big fight. Colossus Smash goes down. Blaze immediately pops the armor. Blaze trying to get damage desperately as much as possible. Is able to heal back up. Varian with, excuse me, with Victory Rush. Able to heal himself back up and start to beat Blaze in this lane.
A little bit of a skirmish happening mid with both camps taken. It looked like First Pick Nova was trying to rotate down to take the bot camp again, but they were stopped. They had to stop and turn around when Subject to Change started pushing with their camp and had to go back to clear it.
Interesting build coming from Jaina. Jaina going for Frost Armor, trying to get maybe a little bit more physical damage reduction against the Maiev or the Variant. Big slide there onto the Diablo. Tries to catch him into the Blizzard. He's not going to get a whole lot of damage. It is going to chunk him out, but Alex Strauss is going to heal that right back up.
Yeah, and then at level 7, Jaina taking the Ice Fury Wand. Not a very common pick, but if they're looking to use Blizzard in their combo with perhaps Blaze and ETC stuns, they could get a lot of damage out of that.
Yeah, Tyke is in fact opting for Bigger They Are against this team. Although other talents pretty standard, Alex Strauss going for the W build. Interesting build here coming off for Junkrat, focusing on the trap builds, but there's a big push on the Timmy B, and able to teleport out in time. The Junkrat bomb pushes them a little closer to killing Timmy, but Timmy is going to go ahead and get out just fine. John Concarney, a little bit of extra peel, but Blaze gets destroyed in the middle as they mid-gank here, catches even me off guard, and it gets them to 10, although First Pick Nova not going to be far behind.
It looks like Blaze was ganked. It was a 1v3, so just give him the benefit of the doubt, say he was caught out of position. The rotation's coming out, bot being cleared by red.
Oh, wow, the Colossus Smash goes on to the Jaina, the slow, and Jet is out of here. And we were talking about maybe at the beginning of the game, the aggression there. Jaina stepping up a little too close against the Colossus Smash Variant, underestimating the amount of damage that he can do.
Yeah, you have to respect Colossus Smash just for the amount of burst damage that it is.
Yeah, overpower with that 30% bonus on the heroic strike. It just can chunk people out.
We do see Odin coming out, as well as all of the combo pieces.
Oh, ETC though. ETC holding his ult. In fact, goes for Mosh Pit. Oh, here comes the Maiev Wharton, Spirit out. Spirit of Vengeance trying to get some vision into that thing. The silence goes down into a stun. Odin popped immediately. Here comes the damage on ETC. Separates the team. The Ring of Frost comes out, whiffs Mosh Pit, though. It's one person hits the Variant. The Warden's Cage. Maiev is pulling everybody in, getting reset after reset. The swipe comes out, pulling everybody back. The bunker goes down, avoiding the APOC damage. Riptire coming out now, trying to get some damage onto the backline. It opts to go for the Blaze, and the Variant gets destroyed in the backline. The Alex Straza heal not quite there for the Diablo, and Math Problem goes... Oh, yeah, he in fact goes down. Jet, though, taking a ton of damage. Maiev goes in for the kill, finds Jet, tries to find AH Steel, not able to get the Suk off, gets the silence down. they're going to get the exchange there. Stukov for the Maiev. And that is going to be a 2 for 2, but the Punisher going over to the side of Subject to Change.
Yeah, I noticed that Stukov was not able to get as much healing as I've seen, and he did go for vigorous reuptake at level 4. That doesn't mean they will have bigger heals later in the game, but they will not have heals as often. And I think that might have aided in them being burst down. They did not. There was too much time between the heals that he was able to give.
Yeah, you live and die by your Stukov trait when you're in fights like that, especially long, extended ones.
Definitely.
And I think that benefited Alex Strauss. You saw that the Dragon Queen come out. You saw it come. Ooh, Kix trying to find the jet propulsion onto Math Problem. Going to be able to back away. Kix not able to find a kill there. Not opting to chase it. But meanwhile, they're trying to get the scamp. They're going to steal it here. Oh, Timmy B tries to get down there. Has to back off. They get the cap. The Ring of Frost comes out. Doesn't get to anybody, but catches everybody in the middle. Party Boy Corey goes down from the Diablo, but in exchange for the Maiev kill. And that's going to be a camp steal and 1-for-1 trade. And I think that's going to benefit First Pick Nova as they were down in levels.
However, they are going to get 13 off of the next minion that dies.
Yeah.
It looks like Diablo is coming up to get Blaze, but he backs out in time.
Yeah, it's good play by Kix there and very aggressive movement on them. I like that steal on the camp. They're able to win that fight basically 4v5 and be able to back out in time. Smart play calling from them. Ooh. Mongoose looking for this, trying to get the slide on the very end. Is able to get the wait. He holds his face melt. Excellent job and waits for the charge. Multipass has to go around to the edge. They're not able to cut him off with the pass. The tower damage is too much as they fear the rotation. But you know, Kix finds Timmy B in the stun. He's able to teleport out before the ETC follow-up stun can get there. Almost had the Maiev.
They do have vision of both Junkrat and Diablo in the other 2 lanes, so they knew they had the advantage and they're looking to press it. They almost caught Maiev, but with her teleport, like you said, she got out. And a lot of it was just well played on the part of players. Looks like it's not quite caught out.
Yeah, with the oil slick able to slow Timmy B down, definitely discourages any follow-up there. Kix is completely out of mana. And he's going to have to back off there.
Baron's being jumped by ETC, slowed by Jaina, but they back out.
The 4-man rotation come in. Diablo up top here, but meanwhile Blaze trying to get all their mana back. And if they get Blaze, Blaze's effect to go up top to go against that Diablo. A full level lead here still for Subject to Change.
It's interesting to see the Diablo splitting top. He doesn't have a ton of siege damage or wave clear.
Mongoose doing a really good job of staying out of that pull. Walks back, gets pulled at the last second, but has his Q in time and Q's out, and he's going to be just fine. No pick off for the ETC.
There's been a lot of skirmishes and small catches, but no one has died. No one's been punished.
Yeah, and that's the stuff coming out for Tychus, so going to be able to take even more health from that bigger they are, especially against the Diablo. Maybe help sustain him in time. Junkrat's still going for that chattering teeth. Junkrat loving his traps here. I'm going to see if that maybe pays off later.
He's been placing them in a lot of positions to act as wards and bushes on like flank routes. He's caught Blaze a few times on the objective. And it's really helped him just know where the enemy team is.
That's very true. And it's also, now with Chattering Teeth, it's going to probably guarantee a route if you place it someplace important. Maiev throws it out. Odin popped now. We're trying to look for some kind of engage. Maybe Odin just trying to push him off the point. Riptire pulled out back, but only hits Blaze there. Mouth Problem taking a bunch of damage. The swipe anti-synergy with Ring of Frost. Ring of Frost whiffs Jet, and meanwhile caught up